TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 winter Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome.
What up, what up? It's the real Nomics liquid metal. I think you get it, motherfuckers. It's a commodity super cycle out there, I heard. Well. Fancy that. How's everybody doing this morning? What is the exact count of our audience right now on open? Looks pretty actual normal. The usual squad. 226? Okay, I see 183. Okay, so 226, we're above 200 on stars. That's a little above normal. You see when I see, okay, so people see 40 more than I see. Super cycle, a really big fucking cycle. I think that seems obvious. So for all you newbies who hit a link and got into my room and got mindfucked this weekend, how you guys doing this morning? You hit a link and thought you're going to see some pretty charts, huh? That guy in his show? Oh man, I can't wait to get and see how he does those squiggly lines. I'll do some squiggly lines on your fucking face. Squiggly lines. Perma mindfucked. Well, come on in. The water's fine. Yeah. Don't come up with any expectations. You don't know how we do this. So, how many of you guys, found your way? It's like I said, like the volatility is so fucked. It's an incredibly difficult market. Like the gaps. Look at this gap on commodities. If you're short that, you know how many of your R's you would have lost on that gap? You would be dead. It's a very dangerous market. Jesus. I got the Rona. About coughing up a lung today, but I think I'm on the upswing. Dude, you lost your house and the neighbor's house as well on the margin call. You catch it from the wrong side of that gap this morning. Holy fuck. Putin's gaps are way bigger than Trump's gaps. Yeah, this is some crazy shit. A couple of things we're going to talk about today. You know, I got a chance to talk to some of the much newer people in the audience, and some actually being here for half a year and a year. And I did have some pretty serious concerns about the inability for some folks to make any use out of this, you know. For what I thought I've been doing for, the few years we've been running the show is evolving into a place that, more people had greater utility of it. And I thought we'd done things pretty simplistically. And, apparently I've realized the complete spread of my audience, and what they need. So for the people that really knew, you got to put some stuff in the question box. Though I'll take care of a lot of stuff for you if you ask it. But people figuring out what broker to trade in what countries and things like that. I can't. People tell me they're watching the show half a year and haven't even figured out how to get signed up where. We're gonna do a how-to show on that in the evening time after market, and we're gonna discuss some basics. So I'll announce what evening I'm going to set that up for and get some people on a panel and do like a special show like that, because the market is in an insane place right now. And people trying to figure out how to like, open accounts that come rush into a high 30 VIX environment. It's like also scary to see as a sentiment read. The market is literally crazy and sustaining a very, very crazy volatility for an extended period of time. And the sentiment is like, I hope this gets back to normal. That's the wrong sentiment. Like, it literally keeps getting fucking crazier. And we talked about that in the last show. Like, it just keeps getting crazy. And this market is really dangerous for new people to learn to trade. And I got to say, like, I mean, to walk and say, I'm ready to learn to trade. I'm about to start a church group, and it's like fucking 34 VIX. It's like the worst possible place to be a new person and see stuff moving and gapping like this. Like, it's crazy. Disciple read, my mom wanted to open an account to FOMO into Russian stocks. Russian stocks? That's the place she wants to go? You guys like know about buying breast of breed, right? Like, Russia's not sort of internally fucked up. Who wants to rush in and catch Russian stocks? Also, Mao also had someone tell me they wanted to open Russian stocks. No fucking shit. People want to catch Russia? Well, goddamn. That's a sentiment read and a half. How many of you, like a bunch of you, saying you see people like wanting to catch Russian stocks? Talk about fucking insane. Wow. There's a serious degree of risk in catching that one. Dude, Dad, how many, look at this. How many of you were saying that Dad's trying to buy the Russian index? Holy shit. I can't believe there's many people open to this. Like, they literally changed the fucking fiscal landscape for them, geopolitical. Like, they've wrecked them. Like every possible plug has been pulled out of that fucking country. There's risk on risk on risk to try and bet on that. There are definitely safer things to try than catching the knife of a fucking country that's had the entire world severed from the SWIFT banking system. That is not the dip to catch. Like, I don't know. That's just obviously a lot of people think it's a good idea. You know where I saw that kind of crazy shit? Where people started trying to buy the fucking Iraqi dinar after fucking the invasion, and the fucking hype about that thing's gonna pump when fucking Iraq comes back. That was like that same thing. Dude, don't catch the falling knife on a fucking shit like this. Putin's only option right now is like literally fucking more war. You gotta think, like, Putin would have taken this action to go into that country not having some idea of the response, and the fact that he's sustaining the course means he, like, he's kind of in a crazy predicament, right? At his age, if he pulls out, he's going to be politically dead. And he's looking for legacy, and he wants to topple the West. And he's working with China, and we know there's a bigger scheme at hand, right? He really can't really back out of this. If anything, he's likely begun World War III, and he just hasn't gotten to where the bullets are flying between the superpowers. We're sure of it yet. But he really doesn't have any other course of action. And the economic sanctions, which he said are akin to declaring war, I think he's being really literal, because you're going to devastate Russia without dropping a bomb on it, right? And he's in the middle of trying to stop you from violating your word that you wouldn't go 1 inch past fucking Berlin when you got East Germany handed to you by Russia, and you're not at his doorstep. And he's either in a position, one, if he withdrew, the sanctions will still destroy the fucking country, and he's going to look stupid, and fucking China's going to have to make a decision if they want to fucking back that guy. He really has, like, literally not many courses of action, He's going to destroy the inner workings of Ukraine's military system so they can't be a threat. And he's going to settle for nothing less than you don't join NATO or else. So, it's a very, very scary situation. And I think we can look at some things in the VIX and kind of see this. We're in a precarious spot. So how many motherfuckers hit this commodity super cycle? Sound off in the chat if you hit that shit. The VIX and de-risking, there were many safe places to be, but like we said, there's always a bull market somewhere. And most people had their eyes on the wrong shit. The market is so dangerous right now. Like, if anything, above 21, if you sat on your hands, then you avoided the wreck of what's going on in risk assets. If you didn't, you didn't find commodities, you'd have got fucked up. Damn, that thing rips your fucking throat out. Jumped on the cycle and avoided the wreck. Where did I put it? So, on to the other topic of the day. Kathy Big Penis. What do y'all know about this bitch? I know she's got a big old dick. Big ass dick. But that's about it. And a bunch of investors got that dick right in their fucking pussy. Man, did the media market that fucking heifer all the way down or what, bro? She's gonna be the poster child of wreck this cycle. Straight garbage. That's some messenger bias shit right there. All she had to do is a pretty white face and she could tell you whatever she wanted. And you still send her money. Put it in the fucking, right in the fucking twiznot. Nah, she didn't go for the ass. She put it right in the fucking twat. I don't give a fucking dude or fucking chick. You got it right in your pussy. Who's the poster child of the tech bubble? A guy named Joe the Bull Battipaglia. I remember him. He's Kathy Woods of the internet bubble. So that guy is also credited with calling Dow 10,000 on the way up. And because his name got tied to that, he got branded Joe the Bull Battipaglia. He never stopped saying it. All the way down to 2001, 2002. Bullish, bullish, bullish. And then found him dead of a heart attack in his pool in 2004 at 54. Some people speculated he got killed, but they say he had a heart attack. I mean, you can only hodl so long. But yeah, when I tell you that like crash cycles end with dead bodies, he died. Like, you know, that was it. He died from fucking that stance or something, you know, whatever. His life collapsed with it. But yeah, Joe the Bull Battipaglia is Kathy Woods of my cycle. Everybody loved him, man. He was like, that guy made you feel good about the bull market. When did they find him dead? Let me see. I believe he died in 2004. But yeah, he took the bull title. He died at 55. No, is it not 2004 he died? Where'd he die at? Let me find his date of his death. Did he die right at the bottom of the market? Oh, wow. Now it's even worse. He died like literally when the bull market went going again. I'll get the date. I'm going to put it on the chart. Watch this. This is crazy. My bad. I'm off on this date. This is actually much worse where he died at. So he was a Dow Jones bull. I'm gonna do it. I'll show you. It's 1 sec. I have the date. April. Right here. That's Joe the Bull Battipaglia. That's where he died. So he's the guy who called Dow 10,000, which happened here. And it pretty much died at his level on breakout. And that's the new bull market. Crazy things, right? You could have made Joe the Bull level, right? Joe the Bull's level is down there. And on the flag of breaking his level, let's see. Is that right there? Okay. put it on the actual Dow Jones. Yeah, so he gets credit for calling Dow 10,000. He dies in April. Yeah, he dies literally on it, like right above his level. The bull flag above his level. And that's the new bull market, yeah. Joe Bad Palgett dies in that bull flag. Joe the Bull, R.I.P. Trends are a little made of the dead bodies are too ignorant to get out of the way of their own biases. Yes, it's actually true. Price is people. It's a thing. So we pay attention to people. For the fallen hodlers. Yeah, he never stops saying the same fucking thing. He's Kathy Big Penis all over again. Look at this bitch. You believe this woman? She actually retweets the post, right, from July 15, 2020. Oil demand probably hit a secular peak, right? So she's called like a fucking major cycle. Thanks to EVs. This was never fucking true. Even at this point, this was never true. Now is a secular decline. Though ARK has no formal forecast, really? Why are you writing this? I believe that oil prices are on their way back to 12? Bitch, what? The level reached after 1973 oil cartel crisis or lower than 12. Now that EVs are taking off. Oil demand probably, so she reposts this now. This is today, this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. And look at this. Oil demand probably did a secular peak in 2019. Really? The supply shock caused by energy insecurity policies of the current U.S. administration. Oh, it's Biden's fault? ESG mandates globally and not Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Putin's fault? I would have been right if it wasn't for the regular world doing what it was doing, then I had no fucking idea. Has raised prices to a point that accelerated demand destruction. This bitch is just a fucking investor rapist with her big old dick. How do you call this dumb money, right? This is as dumb as anything in crypto Twitter that said the same thing through the whole crash and kill people. This woman is no more qualified to tell you what the fuck is going on than a fucking Uber driver. But she's white though. That's a plus. You should call Teslas our only claim to fame. And that one claim to fame makes this bitch fucking able to lie forever in the media. If you don't know what the footprint of bias is, you should read it. Because that's what this bitch is. She's fucking trash. And that right there, that's called denial. Really? I know what that looks like. You know what that looks like? That looks like Kathy's fucking fun, doesn't it? That looks like Kathy's fun, doesn't it? Big penis? Big penis? Penis. Kathy, big fucking penis. Somebody clip that and send it to this fucking stupid twat. Straight garbage. Just garbage. That person should get sued for fucking complete dereliction of duty to her investors. Period. You are a fucking criminalistic ass bitch, C- fucking hoe that got a bump because you're a white bitch. Period. Fuck you. Fuck your wannabe fractal analyst and your fun. And fuck you in general. Anyways. So, go read the blogs. I wouldn't let that bitch fix me a ham sandwich. Anyhow, I don't let, when somebody's telling me they tried to send me to some of their friends and like, I don't trust anybody in a mask. I trust Kathy who manages $2 billion. Yeah. Clip that and send it to your cocksucker friend. Alright. How many viewers do you guys see? Did we break 300? Did we break 300? See a C minus hoe at best. At best. Let's see, 276. Alright, let's see. Wait, what did you say there? Alright, let's see. We got any scorecards? We got some scorecards because y'all motherfuckers on the right side of everything. Got a couple. What's this? I'll be forgetting to tag this stuff. Scorecard. No, scorecard. Scorecard. Tag it. Alright, let's see what we got over here. 2 days ago, we did that one. Alright, who do we got here? Super Saiyan Sholesi. Dear Kaz, since I arrived in Discord a few days back, I've joined OF. You know what? 1 second. So, I had a convo with somebody who's watched this show for damn near a year and hasn't figured out how, or half a year, I'm sorry, and hasn't figured out how to really do any of what's going on in the show at all. So one, you know, I want the show to have a high level of utility to the audience, but I was kind of panicked last night. I heard, you know, multiple people not able to like use OnlyFans on any level, not able to use the training videos in OnlyFans on any level, not able to use Reddit or the show on any level. And there is some level of effort that's required to do this kind of thing. At first, I was going to kind of like tear down and try to repackage some of what I'm doing at OnlyFans and more simplify it, but that's not the problem. The market right now, with the VIX where it is, you know, sentiment read wise, the amount of new people that have like literally no business in markets whatsoever, who do not know what order ticket is to even pick, where to even put any money in any brokerage at all. Being in a marketplace where the volatility is sitting where it is just like a bad read. That's the fucking dead bodies for the next fucking wave of anything. None of the people know risk management to begin with, if they don't know how to even, you know, work platforms. This little market will absolutely vaporize those people. You know, we're sitting in a fucking like geopolitical situation that pretty much none of you have lived to see like right now. And this is the first military engagement in fucking Europe in 75 years. None of us have actually seen this before. This is all kinds of levels of risk. And there are people who literally are trying to find their way to hit a button in this environment that screams like fucking danger. I really can't make things more simple than I've done it. There's just some amount of effort you have to put in to kind of look at what's available and figure it out, or figure out this is not for you. You know, these Reddits I read every day, there's a fucking point I would spend a decent portion of the show reading line by line something. I actually know the bulk of you will not go in yourself read. If I don't read these things out here, about 30 of you out of 1,300 of you will probably read the whole thing. Understand, everyone in here is a trader from the show who is learning stuff off the show and replicating stuff off the show, and then having the experience in their own worlds and having the emotional experience with it to learn how to do a thing. There's only so basic you can make fucking stock market, you know, but you have to do a little bit on your end. All right, I demonstrate this shit probably a couple fucking thousands of times. If you have yet to try to draw one of these on the very thing I drew it on and watch this show for half a year, you should fucking go take a sewing class. All right, this is not fucking rocket science. And how to draw a line in a chart, that's a Google question. Where to find a chart? Another Google question. If you can't type, how do I do X or how do I find Z into Google, you should take a sewing class. All right, there's a certain level of fucking not being retarded you have to be to actually do this. If you literally can't figure out a question in 2022 with Google around, you don't have any business using anything with any fucking electrical power in it. So I thought about it, and that's kind of what I have to say about that. There's certain people that aren't cut out for this. That being said, scorecards. So if you don't read any of this shit and don't try one of the things that fucking 1,000 people wrote and can't figure shit out from fucking 1,000 bull flags, I cannot fucking help you. Since I arrived in Discord a few days back, I've joined OF, put my first trade below. See this? Great, first trade below. And I'm now writing the scorecard. Just one small trade and one lonely R, almost 0.9. Nothing to worry about, at least it's a win. But it definitely felt like a huge achievement, as I managed to apply the TA concepts I've been learning from you in the Twitch streams for the past 21 months with some small success. The true hurdle was psychological for me. It was putting the trade on in the first place. Without the streams, your intel in OF and discourse in Discord over the past few days, I would never have taken the risk of failing. So thank you truly. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, sir. Don't call me sir. I hate that. In terms of the trade, I took a cue from a recent OF post, saw a familiar structure, and planned the trade accordingly. Initially, I placed my order at 1933 and pivot level of the bull flag I was watching on golds, but emotion got the best of me, and I decided to move my order higher in order to take less risk. So definitely left some on the table due to the emotional decision making, but at least the adjustment was consistent with my risk tolerance. Yeah, that's all you can hope for right there. As I am in Asian time zones, by 2:30 a.m. I decided it was time for bed, so closed out the trade as I did not want to be holding anything over the weekend in this high VIX environment. Plenty of room for improvement for the next one. Oh my god. Planning, going through the OF vids. Planning, it's planning vids. OF vids are literally training videos. I could charge you $1,000 for each segment of that shit. Just go fucking watch it and pay attention while you watch it. Don't turn it on and say, I watched it while you were fucking jerking off. Actually turn it on and stare at it and fucking pay attention just then. Turn your fucking phone off. That video literally tells you every goddamn thing you need to know how to use every fucking thing in the ecosystem and how to execute. Literally watch the videos. I'll be really direct. Watch the fucking videos in OnlyFans. They literally mechanically show you how to fucking figure out levels, entries, risk, every fucking thing you keep asking. This is what happens when people go watch those. They fix this shit. Broker, setup, news, feed, etc. so on. Thanks for reading and thanks for all the efforts. You're most welcome, J Squid. Thanks for fucking actually using any of this shit I posted fucking forever. Thank you. I realized that, you know what? I'm never going to have wide appeal. I just can't fix fucking people that can't fucking help themselves. So, at least a little bit of fucking effort goes a long way. And you know what? For the guys who get the value, you fucking get it. Value is seldom had, and not many people are going to get this. And you know what? To try and get this shit to be much, much bigger would mean that I have to fucking appeal to probably way more dumber people. So, we have an elite squad here. We're fucking on the right side of everything for fucking years. And everyone that passes by thinks that this is crazy because the guy's got a mask on. That's what value looks like, No book this time. We appreciate you use this. The thing I'm getting more and more and the things I am getting at more and more and work for me. Stay mechanic. Journal all you do, especially all your trades. The more data, the less emotions. Your habits are your results. The pinned Reddit post is one big gem. Yes, the pinned Reddit post that no one seems to want to take 5 seconds to pay attention to is literally a learning plan designed by one of our traders here to tell you exactly what to fucking use to figure out how to get going so you won't die. You just have to actually use it. It's fucking free. Literally just go look at it. By the time you reach the OnlyFans part of it, you should already be able to execute something. If you have no idea what the fuck you're doing, use a paper account. Don't try right away with real money. That's fucking stupid. Thank you, Kaz and Vicky, and everyone that makes this station as it is. Most welcome, Jans. I know it sounds harsh, but there's people doing some stupid shit. I gotta tell you, because if you got fucking this big and still be doing shit that retarded, no one told you. So I'm gonna tell you. Quick oil play. Hit a 9R on that dirty oil from Friday. Managed to keep doubling down on their wrongs, ideas. Thanks, Cash, for keeping us on the right side in all asset classes, all time frames. Don't know who that is, but awesome play. Caught it over the weekend. You're a gangster, huh? You held that. You got balls. He took a bull flag rotation and left that bitch on for the weekend. That's crazy, because if Putin made a peace deal, you'd be dead. But, banger fucking play. Play the trend right. There'll be more odds in your favor doing that. But that's in a VIX environment with fucking oil. That's a fucking gangster play. Good job. First scorecard. I like this. Fucking the horrible market we're in. That's really good. What'd you play here? Bitcoin. 4.2 R's down. Very nice bull flag down, right? Clean as fuck. Good color scheme. I like the colors. I like the color average. See, when he figured it out for himself. Look at that. Very nice. I've been binge watching streams for a long time now and definitely see the bull flags now and the Australian version. What? Is that a bear flag joke? Stream's been fire and intel is insane. Just have to put the time in and stay disciplined. My biggest mistakes have come from rushing trades and not waiting for the level of interact first. Like expecting price to break the level and not waiting for the break and then acting on the following structure below the level. Thank you guys for providing us the best analysis. Here's a few of the plays. The first one is from the weekend, and the second one is from way back, probably my best play ever. Yeah, that's like I said, it's a clean play. And then what was it? Look at this one. It's still on my color schemes. No, that's good. I like it. It's appealing to look at. Boats and Coke. Oh, nice. Damn, you did that play? That's fire shit. $26 back in there to break up Boats and Coke, huh? Very nice. You used to use bar charts. You. And that's it. Pin and post, guys. Like, Burger made this really simple. Right? And this is Brothers Peace and Burger put this together. This is really easy. The blog first, right? The blog out. Fuck. The blog's the first thing I did. And so it catches a lot of my evolutions over time as I like enhance my own logic, right? So the blog kind of leads you up to where I'm at in videos and things like that. So you don't want to like jump over this first. This has all of my base concepts in it, right? Understanding fractals in 2014, basically going through crypto Twitter's retardation. Understanding bubbles and cycles and the interconnectivity of markets. Understanding, the dollar and fucking multiple assets. Looking at the long-term structure of, the Dow Jones and looking at it in terms of the S&P. All these things here will help you out, right? The emoji cycle. The original fucking emoji cycle. Really? Don't do this to me. It's in there. Down there, right? This is a ridiculous forecast just done in emotions. Fractals in fucking markets. All this shit will help you. Then get here, deal with the money supply, learn this stuff. These videos must be watched. If you really want to understand shit that's going on and like how things look so crazy around the world, you're constantly surprised. And you understand what the money flow that goes behind it, that generates the world that you live in. This video is a must-watch video to understand the Federal Reserve, central banking, and the world you live in at large. This is one of the most concise videos ever put together of exactly what the banking system actually is and how fucking really powerful it actually is. This is a simplified, dumbed-down one for fucking Gen Z that has short attention span. Just watch one of them. This one's the one you want to watch. And this one's just funny because this guy's a retard. This is important. That's important. They're all important. Read the blog. And don't be lazy and fucking click on, look at it, and be like, I read it. No, you didn't. Actually fucking read it. So do that. Do this actually. Actually watch this. Then that one without your fucking girlfriend or boyfriend in the way. Like, pay attention. And then watch these two again. After the second run, then do these two. By the time you get here, you should have tried shit in the video. On a paper account. On TD. Go back in time. Do shit. Don't just sit there and do nothing like I watched it. Do something. And then if you fucking see some success, then go check these out. Sweet Jesus. That's as simple as I can make it. And last but not least, my scorecard. How fucking sick is this shit? This is your original OnlyFans drop for oil. We've been keeping tabs. This is just before Christmas. We've been keeping tabs on the commodity with all that's been happening with supply chains going into winter and Russia on the border of Ukraine. Geopolitical instability and the threat of war are great catalysts for energy, especially when one of the major players is an oil giant. The big ass bull flag been simmering for a bit, but as tensions rise, the timing might be right to keep eyes on this sector for rotation out of these structures. That bull flag right there, that is as good a timing as you will ever see for a fucking macro call like this. And we never backed off. We continually flagged you in fucking shockwaves to pay the fuck attention. If you caught this, that is a fucking 81% move in a major world commodity in fucking 3 months. That's pretty fucking sick. And an entire TV station fucking aimed at this thing while the whole world burns, right? While fucking big penis is out there telling people nonsense. Where's the big old penis? You got this bitch being marketed, fucking everyone into the fucking grave. And look how many people fucking think this woman is saying something that makes sense right now. Do you know how fucking crazy this is? These people are like mind fucked. Absolutely crazy. Shout out to Jans, 5 stacks. I appreciate you, sir. Shout out to everybody who's been dropping some bits. Sorry, I haven't been able to look through there. So I wanted to have just some lengthy discussions. There's a lot of new people in there getting wrecked. You know, I figure now that what's happening with the show audience is that the people who are like really not been paying attention, they're just getting destroyed out there. You know, the market's staying vicious. We're gonna take a look at some macro things. I'll probably run over like 10 minutes here and then cut. I'm not rushing into anything at the bell right now, so I'm gonna take my time to show you guys some things on the macro. The environment's so dangerous. It's an environment that none of us have actually been in because of the war situation in Europe. So we do want to kind of take a second. What's my audience numbers now? Did I break 300? Did I do it? Did I do it, yours? Let's see. All right. Damn, fucking resistances on them whole numbers is a bitch. Yeah, definitely use the website, guys. It's 8:52. I got it. All right. I'm gonna go as fast as I can, so I have to show, but I gotta. There's definitely people who don't pay attention to the resolution that many of us are accustomed to, and I have to, account for that. I can't have folks on here that I literally forget the perspective of, or that's dangerous for me in market reads. So, macro things. The fucking remedial edition. Here we go. One thing at a time. Okay, so maybe I do too many things on here. What? Alright, let me do too many things at once. Let's see. That's not that chart. This guy's nice and simple. I think I have too much stuff on the other chart. Let's just try to keep a cleaner chart, maybe. Well, we gotta look at this. So here's the sitch with all of Goku. So you guys remember, Goku is Ragnarok, right? And he came in talking about back here, like when would the investors be humbled, that were participating in this bull market. So I would say a lot of people are getting humbled on his level, right? A lot of bulls are getting smashed into fucking pieces and high VIX literally on his level of humility. It's not fucking like a coincidence that he said that shit and the market is at least smashing people's faces in on this fucking goddamn level. So, interesting enough, right? Bar Nomics was some fucking cocksucker at a bar who thought he was fucking an economist. He's probably an Uber driver. And this is sent to read on this dude when I was pretty drunk. And he's now fucking in play with people being fucking humiliated on this level. So, I think, we're really watching, we've got a pretty good structure on the cheat sheet for our boys. We're bouncing clearly on this. We bear down to this. You're going to probably plow right back into fucking the humility zone. We rotate this entire flag structure we got in blue through Goku. It's going to be a first level, right? Just like in OnlyFans, right? We have like a fucking like low level, a mid level, and a high level entry possible at different resolutions as you rotate through a bull flag. So if the VIX does manage to come off and stay under, that 37 spot that we like is fucking dangerous, right? So he gapped up this morning and dumped bar through. He dumped bar through this spot, right? This guy's still holding strong right here. So he's wicked it, and he's staying under 37. 37 is really dangerous if you get in there. Something much worse is happening, which is likely much more crazy military engagements or greater threats about nuclear reactors being at risk or some shit like that. And at any given moment, right, that can fucking be like a news catalyst overnight when the markets are closed. So do have to pay attention to where we are, right? So we're chopping this crazy, scary area we told you to pay attention to. This is still holding out. And then if it gets above this, we're in a very bad place. That's fixed. Oops. That's to talk about later. So we don't need to do the really complicated VIX chart. This is the more simple one with less shit on it. So, so what I was talking about last time, right? is like as you're basically having this trend line go along like this much more macro kind of VIX tide that's happening. You see these kind of longer grinds when you like a much larger cycle. You know, it's occurring really and truly, right? This grind is really like something like that, right? It's like this, but a big version happening across a few years. And when you have like a bull flag that's rotating, and you see this kind of like longer grind, you usually get these banger moves, right? They're the same thing that's happening here, but like like a longer grind of it. This leads to something really epic if it doesn't come off of this trajectory. Eventually, the final version is something really fucking nuts. So as this new normal keeps rising through the years, right? We're at, like I told you, this like things keep getting crazier. It's like fucking, I wish things would go back to normal. No, along this thing, your baseline of normal is fucking shifting across years, right? So by like the fucking mid 2020s, our news flow that we think is like bonkers, that's been here like this fucking entire crazy shit since COVID kicked off, that's going to be the baseline. And fucking then there's going to be something that to shock you will be much crazier. It's definitely going towards something that's like, it reflects the parabolic of the human civilization. Let's see if we can find this. Let's see if I can find a good graph of this. Where is it at? This might work. All right. The human population chart from Wikipedia. Right, so here we go. One of the things, like, if you guys think about in any bull cycle, right, is you start to arc trajectory towards a climax. Like, think of this like the cycle we know in BTC 2017, right? The news flow from the summer through September, through October, November, December, just accelerates, right? And that's part of this emotional fucking ramp up. Is the participants in this emotional ramp up are looking for explanations all the fucking way. People who doubted, fucking people who are being converted, like, to the mania of like, this can't fucking stop. Like, there's a fucking expansion in volatility. There's an expansion and the volatility is emotional, and it's being driven by something connected to the participants, which is the fucking news cycle. Everybody, the people working in the news stations, everybody is fucking entangled with the price, and their emotions go fucking parabolic with this. Like, everything is connected and correlated here, right? So that's what I was telling you, like in this, right? As you start to fucking have the arc, the blow off of the human sieve, right? You see this like structure over here. That structure is like this, right? And then you have an arc trajectory. I tell you, have these rising channels. Very infrequently, you see them go this, right? You usually see a corrective structure come out of it. Come here. All right, sometimes you see this and you see a bigger bull flag emerge. But when you get this fucking arc out of it, right, it tells you where you are. You're in this kind of parabolic now. The end could be 8.5 billion humans, could hit 10. But what you do know is in this part of the cycle, this is where the news flow goes fucking crazy. Can I zoom in? Can't I zoom in on this thing? What the fuck? This thing's giving me such a fucking problem. Well, it won't let me zoom in, but 1 second. I'm gonna get this bitch opened up properly. I don't know what it's doing. Open. Other one. So like we just said, what the hell? Oh my God. All the news flow, dude, what the hell is this shit? Oh my God, what the fuck are you doing to me? All the news flow will accelerate along the arc, right? And so as we go up this thing, the news has seemingly been crazier and crazier and crazier, And so when we think about that, as the human population graph goes, right? what is going to be the climactic news at the tail end of this thing? If Putin is in a position at his age where he's committed to an action he really can't back the fuck out of, how does he resolve the situation, right? He says in the United States' sanctions amount to a fucking declaration of fucking war. I think he means that literally, and if he means that literally, like his only recourse right now, if the whole world has fucking cut fucking Russia off and would basically economically destroy them like an economic nuclear weapon, then Putin likely has to fucking answer at some point down the line. So I think that's established our catalyst. You know, for the VIX Megadan chart to play out, all right, it's a big ass bull flag that should bar out. Given that this is fucking Black Monday, given that this is the banking crisis, and that this is COVID, what would generate the greatest fear to give you this green ass dildo? Really? And I'm telling you right now, the most probable answer is a fucking bomb. So I think your pieces are set for World War III. Again, we could see the players in it, right? China's kind of sitting out looking like a wild card. But if these guys really been working on it since 2002, they definitely have a few cards to play themselves. They kind of knew what was coming. And this much longer grind, you know, this is the one that's running into the ultimate fucking arc breakout. It's got like a more gradual trajectory than these guys. But it's the same thing, right? Leads into bangers. The banger from this thing, let's hope it's not, but it's a bomb or fucking likely an attack in Europe. So one of the other things that, you know, is more interesting too, as far as the bomb side of it goes, a lot of people are watching Putin. He kind of seems like the obvious thing, but that little cocksucker Kim Jong-un is looking for attention in the fucking, in the South Asia. And you probably shouldn't take eyes off him either, right? This is a very bad time in the world. If you want to see the real damage Trump did to the world by fucking destabilizing NATO, you're seeing it right now. That motherfucker literally fucking changed the timeline for the United States versus China and Russia, and our timeline in space, and as far as going to Mars. So this is some serious shit we're in right now. So this grind is what we're watching. This sustains ultimately to one of these banger breakouts. It's likely something that's more apocalyptic than COVID, the banking crisis, and Black Monday. And right now the catalyst for the rotation is Putin. That's a level to remember. This fractal dildo breakout is actually Putin's level. So at this point, you know, if Putin is the original breakout, then that price has memory. If he's the ultimate catalyst somewhere in this region to blow out, you know, there's a good chance it's tied to fucking a much more extensive military action that's gonna fucking make people really pay attention to like Russia's plight for fucking like their own fucking rights. So that's it for that macro. Let me try and get you some crypto things in here before I let you go. So that being said, right, I think it's kind of worth noting today. Look at this sheet. As bad as like the commodity spike was, right? We saw CL today. For all you guys that play the Dirty Energy Wave, congrats. Holy crap, right? What a fucking epic pump that was. Went to 131. And then you guys seen gold, GC1. Hit 2,000 today. Where's my chart for this guy? GC1, I thought it had a GLD chart. Maybe it's one of these guys. Yeah, it's GLD. Where the fuck is the actual TA chart for this guy? Am I retarded or is the chart off? Oh, right. I shouldn't have done that. Let's fix Mageddon. That's why I'm not finding anything. CL chart. This is the CL chart we want. So, BNB oil fractal. But CL, right now where we are, right? CL just shot through 130. So we need to use our roadmap here, what we got on this guy. So, BNB oil fractal, you guys remember? Shitcoin embargo, fractal embargo. You guys know what the embargo is now. So as we rotate and blow out of this bull flag cleanly now, right? And track our path out of here. We've just blown through this high at 7, which is this high here. So we're structurally, I'd say this bar out looks a lot more like the blowout fucking up here, but we should get some kind of flag and congestion, you know, before we get to 5, which is 147, which is the all-time high. we're an earshot from that shit now. So, you know, we're like in trend. This is pretty fucking steep, and the pullback's pretty vicious. Coming off 131 right now from the commodity world, this is fucking huge to come back down like 14 points. So if you played it, you know, your stocks are probably do something crazy in the open. I'd manage your risk. It's really parabolic. There's a lot of people who are, if you're on the right side of this, are pretty fucking ecstatic. So, you know, manage risk accordingly in any kind of parabolic structure. Seeing what he does right now, we know this would be a level to pay attention to, just like it is here, right? We know that seeing this here, we want to pay attention to this here, right? That's what he's doing. He's wicking this level right now. Nothing's different, right? You pay attention now at this range to see if he does a structure and then gets back above it and continues this trajectory. So, you know, we're basically looking like we're planning around what potentially could happen here. Could it be bigger? Could it be bigger? Could it be small like this and go again? Totally. But you guys understand bull flags? If you don't, go to OnlyFans and watch the fucking video. God damn it. So there we go. B&B oil fractal. From how long before Kathy's big testicles fucking realized she's a fucking big testicle? So the oil play and OnlyFans is one thing. But you guys got this motherfucker from like before COVID. So that was from 2018 and 2019. I think I dropped this chart. When did we drop it? Where this projection starts? That's where it is. Like summer of 2019. That's how obvious a fucking energy crisis in the 2020s in the aerospace cash was. Because in the summer of 2019, I also forecasted that you would have likely a pandemic. All of that was visible in the price. So that's our commodity deal. Right now, we look at stuff like ARC. Like I told you, people like her need to be put out of the fucking marketplace. Could you have a bounce today if the VIX comes down some? Yeah. Keep in mind the VIX is coming off of 34 down to what? 29 at best. You'll get risk asset pumps really correlated. Index is always safer. If you play these things right, you know, you look at the openings, make sure the price doesn't slip back under it. Commodities, same thing. You know, they're having a huge pump and pull back into their fucking gaps, but that doesn't mean they can't fucking like absolutely kill you. You know, and pump again within session. So these guys are clearly in a fucking super cycle. Like we talked about, commodities are just ridiculous, right? We told you guys pay attention to these things. XME is the cheat sheet and OnlyFans. Already we did on the show for you guys, right? And told you everything looks like this, right? It looks retarded. All these things just absolutely going crazy. Palladium hit a new fucking high. Said, you know, gold's looking ridiculous. Wheat. Where are wheat futures at? Food. Definitely a problem. That's crazy. So we did this on the show for somebody who asked about wheat. Holy fucking shit, right? So unbelievable. Whoever played wheat, awesome play on it. I know Sim had his eyes on it. So we had that on the show. You know, everything looks fucking ridiculous right now. I think the ETFs is matched what the corn futures have done. Corn futures. Let me see. Corn futures. Yeah, there's corn futures. So we've had all those on the show over time. So it's not we didn't point out commodities look fucking extraordinarily strong for quite some time. They've all looked really good for quite some time. And this is part of like an inflation cycle that, you know, likely is not short-winded. We're probably looking at the whole 2020s being one of the most crazy inflationary periods. There's no growth, there's war spending, and there's hyperinflation, and you have a fucking energy crisis. Like, you know, it's very, very reminiscent of kind of like the 70s era stagflation, because there's not real growth happening here. It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like misleading what you're seeing, but you're going to have like, you know, price pressures for the amount of paper you got to print now to sustain economies, plus a war footing. So it's a very bad economic time for people who are new to come in and want to trade this shit. For people like this is not the place to become a new trader, to be honest with you. This is a very dangerous spot in markets, right? But if we're going to not have much room to ever play around in this place, then it means that fucking you have to get used to a fucking new normal of crazy. So it's a definitely scary time in my lifetime to see fucking the market sustain such fucking abnormal fucking high levels of fucking crazy. You know, don't get me wrong, the banking crisis wise, look at this, 2007, you had some crazy shit before you had the spike and then some real crazy shit after. But there's something about this rising level that you can feel the new normal is fucking changing along this fucking like 4-year push, 5-year push. It's not like this. Like things unfolded pretty fast in here and then it kind of went back to fucking whatever the fuck. This has been like a very slow level of crazy rising. So that's kind of what I'm keeping my eyes on. As far as anything else goes right now, you know, crypto things. some of these guys don't look bad. Like relative strength wise, these guys didn't go down as much as what the fucking commodity spike makes you think things should have happened, right? You also want to see that in things like stock futures. They're recovering right now, right? These guys are coming up pre-market, so these guys are down hundreds in the earlier session. They're almost all back flat. So there's definitely some things to watch. We know that we're fucking possibly having a food fucking crisis right now. I think guys like John Deere, anything to do with fucking, phosphates, and these guys are bull market in this. We did this on the show a while ago, Mosaic. Anything to do with fucking like fertilizer and fucking like food deals. This entire situation is going to put a fucking cramp on the food supply. And we already had supply chain fucking problems to begin with. So, you want to look at things that people really fucking go into crisis about, water. We talked about this. Pay attention to the AWK, right? Water utilities. Like food and water in the kind of situation that Putin is introducing right now, and that new kind of low fear, fucking radiation. You better believe that food and water is an issue, and they control an assload of ammonium. So they control a great deal of what allows you to fucking produce food. You have a food crisis right now in a war situation. And one of the things I told you would see in the parabolic of mankind that would fucking tell you that you have warning signs of real deep shit is fucking war, a fucking pandemic, and a fucking food crisis. And you've got all three very close to each other right now. There's no guarantee that if another pandemic doesn't show up at a faster pace too along the human parabolic, right? The news flows faster, likely the next virus shows up sooner than 100 years. So you're not even really out of the last one fully yet. So there's a lot of shit here that's, is there a bull market somewhere? Absolutely. Is it in fucking risk assets like stocks? No, it's not. So commodity super cycle, fucking, necessities of life. You're in a war situation in Europe where the only real humans are, apparently the news says, there's no other humans in the Middle East or anything. So it's just the Europeans that everybody gives a fuck about. So if that's true, well, the reality is the bulk of the money is focused in Europe. So the markets are going to react accordingly, right? So that being said, guys, like high 30s equals like as much as going 33 to 29 seems exciting. Some people are trying to find their way into markets. Like I told you, these gaps are crazy. In a world like this, if you're a rookie, learn some basics of options, learn how to buy like calls and puts rather than taking shares over the weekend. You could be destroyed if you get the weekend wrong. You could be destroyed overnight if you get the night wrong. Or take a small enough share size where you can account for fucking excessive risk on those gaps. I don't have time to do your symbols today. I kind of want to touch on all those things. Last but not least, I want to touch on OnlyFans. And, I put this up here and I wrote a message today, and I'm going to be really fucking direct. If you get fucking excited and decide you want to send me a message that you made millions of dollars off this show, but you've yet to throw one fucking dollar at anything to support the place that's fucking allowing you to become a millionaire, like, literally don't write me. I don't fucking care. Because it's gross. There's nobody on the internet in a fucking mask or not a mask, not Kathy Big Penis or otherwise, who will show you how to fucking help yourself fucking at this level. But the fucking shit doesn't come free, and don't worry about what my money is. Like, this is a service that I fucking provide, and fucking just out of common courtesy, right? I don't force you. Fucking, like, if it actually changes your life, like winning the lottery, motherfucker, wouldn't common courtesy say at least to do better for this person than the fucking Uber driver's tip or the bartender's tip? Do you know why there's nothing like this out there? Because when motherfuckers find a watering hole, they drink it all, and then don't fucking think about it lasting till tomorrow. I can't sustain this shit if nobody gives a fuck to support it. And I don't want any of the guys who do support it to do more. So I'm going to change it to where this doesn't rely on people's fucking good nature, because people aren't good natured. And I'm going to actually take OnlyFans eventually in-house. I'm going to keep redeveloping it here. There's going to still be fire coming out here. But I'm going to pull it into Discord. I'm going to train everybody to use the damn sheets properly, since most people can't seem to figure out fucking 3 lines and an arrow. I got people telling me in half a fucking year and haven't figured this out. Like, motherfucker, are you serious? I can't delete one goddamn line on here that still makes sense. There's nothing left to fucking delete to make this simpler. It has fucking giant green fucking arrows. So, I have to make this fucking work for more people to increase its value. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take it off of here, though, so I don't let any tipping, whatever. It's going to cost what it's supposed to cost. And I'm going to train you how to fucking use it so it has a valuation to you. So don't pay for it. If you literally sat there 6 months and then watched one of the fucking videos that I sat in here to explain how the fuck to use it, and this didn't click, I'll tell you my fucking self. So I'm going to bring people into Discord, and eventually I'm going to organize something where I can fucking train you directly on how to use this shit, and how to read a bull flag, and how to define risk, all that shit again. Because I know I put it in here, but you didn't fucking watch it. And I'm going to make this work. This is definitely a failed experiment. I ran my numbers on this shit. I put it in Discord, and I want to tell you guys, you know, I've been written fucking damn near $50 million worth of wins in the 19 months I've put this fucking thing out, and fucking countless houses, Teslas, bullshits. And this fucking site has made $1.30 fucking one a person. Literally 0.02 of that yield. Not 1%, you know, 0.02 of a percent. So yeah, fuck that. That sucks. I put the best analysis in the world in a place you could get access and dare chance to get yourself ahead without fucking crushing you to get there. And you crushed me instead. So yeah, that sucks. Nailed everything in here, right? That's copper, also all-time high today. That's CSIQ, waiting for him. That's fucking FCX. He's going to be a gapper today. That's fucking oil, monster. You know, you'd think you'd appreciate it, but it's crazy as fuck. I know that the people who do, I appreciate you. It's what value looks like, right? Most people are going to fuck you in the ass if you have something valuable. If everybody's celebrating your shit, you're probably garbage. So if everyone actually starts to tip on here, you should unsubscribe. But don't worry about that. We're going to change this whole tipping thing protocol on here. I'm just going to make this a research station. I want to train the people to use this properly. And the people who get it, you use it. Anybody wants to go outside and fucking watch any other station while the market fucking is doing this in World War III, good fucking luck to you. That's a memo. You know what I mean? Like, literally, fuck that. So, for the guys who survived the fucking World War III, Putin invasion, all the other shit that's fucking happened, congrats, motherfuckers. Good job. For all my Nebula peeps, church peeps, keep kicking ass. Church interviews are open. For anybody that submitted scorecards and wanted to interview for that, like, I'm going to do it when I have enough people to do it. So, I am an ass, but I'm going to tell you the truth, because once you got this big without people lying to your asses and kept you fucking retarded, they won't find out in my room. I'm going to tell you like it is. It'll help your ass if you let it help you. If you get triggered, well, it's not for you. So, drop this in the chat one more time. If you come in, participate. Don't assume you know what you need to do in a place you've never fucking been. Participate's your first instruction. If you can't follow that, I can't teach you anything else. Speaking will show you don't speak the language correctly. Guessing what you would say without any participation, impossible. Try a little bit, motherfucker. I promise it'll help you. All you people writing shit aren't all paid by me to do this shit. They fucking made an effort. That's all the difference is. Everyone here did not know trading. These motherfuckers didn't do any of this shit. They're all from somewhere the fuck else. Yeah. Memos on memos on memos on memos. Copy. So, jump in, say hi. We're going to evolve this to Web3 also. So we're going to do some NFT access likely, where we can actually set up Discord to work with that. So we're going to kind of create a really interesting dynamic for you guys. And eventually, like I said, we're going to go on into Decentraland. And more of the training that I'm going to do with cheats are going to happen in there eventually. So we're going to try to create a good atmosphere, one, for learning to work. And when I can see you in Decentraland, I'll know when you're not paying attention, motherfucker. Come for the jugular in VR. Play with me. I don't give a fuck who doesn't believe the analysis comes out of here. Go fucking out there and have fucking fun. World War III, bitch. Good luck. I'll see you fucking later. All the rest of you, keep killing it. Stay safe today. Catch you on the flip.
Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2.
You never really knew why I was so accurate. But when you're the one pulling the strings, market maker tings. Ha ha ha.
Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your Your stream will begin shortly.